I want to thank you all for coming and sharing this beautiful day with us, celebrating Erin and Joe. Erin has dreamed of this day like all little girls have, and it's here. The day she gets her life partner in Joe Hughes. I'd like to thank the Hugheses for welcoming Erin into their family. I'm not going to stand here tonight and bore you with all the adorable things Erin has done. But I do want to share one of my favorite stories. You know, Erin's always been a girly girl. One night, she's in 5th grade. She asked me if she could try out for the girls' basketball team. As I chuckled to myself, I said, sure. Now, this little girl would change clothes 4 or 5 times before school. The hair okay? My outfit? Okay, I lost my spot. I got it. Change her outfit 4 or 5 times before school and had never picked up a basketball and is trying out for the team. Okay? A few days later came the call. She made the team. Instead of being happy, she was crying. Her friend did not make the team. That's when I knew how caring and thoughtful Erin was. As she got older, she realized that she wanted to care for people and wanted to be a nurse. With the help of 10,000 flashcards and nursing school, she became a nurse. And I hear she's a pretty good one. Very proud of you, Snick. One day, Erin told us she's going on a date with Joe Hughes. I thought, great, we know the family. He went to MHS, ISU, can't be that bad of a guy. And one day in July, 7 years ago, I walked up to him outside the local tavern and introduced myself. I said, hi, nice to meet you. Joe, glad to meet you. As time goes by, with family dinners, cookouts, holidays, I realize this is the guy I want to marry my daughter. He's polite, kind, has a big heart, and he cares for my daughter. Treats her with respect. What more can I ask for? So on Easter Eve 2019, when he proposed to Erin, I couldn't have been happier. Erin and Joe, I'm just going to say, you should always listen, learn, and love one another each day. Enjoy life and each other. So, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to my son-in-law, Joe, and my beautiful daughter, Erin. Let them have every happiness imaginable. Cheers.
Hi, everybody. I am Erin's older sister, Megan, for those of you who don't know. So when I was about 3, my mom and dad decided to bring me home a baby sibling, and it turned out to be Erin, which I love Erin very dearly, but I was very upset. I wanted a brother. I had already named him. Very quickly, I realized that Erin was going to be my lifelong best friend. She was the first best friend that I ever had. We went everywhere together, did everything together. We knew that we could always count on each other for pretty much anything you could possibly imagine. Whether that be moving in and out of apartments, driving each other home in snowstorms all the way from Iowa. Whatever came up, we knew each other was, at 10:30 p.m. Whatever came up, we always knew the other one would be there for each other. As the years have gone on, we've moved home, come back, always to each other. And now Joe gets to take on that responsibility. And I know he's going to be wonderful at it, because he already has been for the past 7 years. So the first year that Joe came to a holiday event at the Hampson family, he fit absolutely right in. Just was the life of the party, fit right in, could hold a conversation with anybody in the room. And that was the first time that I knew that Joe was going to be around probably forever. And he has, and he will be. Over those years, we've grown to know Joe and his family as we've all expanded our circles. But Joe and Erin have been an absolute perfect fit for each other. They always are the life of the party. They support each other when the times are tough. And they have managed to make the best of an absolute crazy 2020 with this absolutely beautiful party that we're having. So if we could please raise our glasses to my best friend and her new best friend, Erin and Joe Hughes.
For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Buck Hill. I'm my buddy here's best friend and honored to stand up with him today. First of all, I'd like to thank Joe and Anna Hughes and Mary and Olga Hampson for providing us with this venue. I mean, this is beautiful and obviously able to provide us with our guest of honor here. To stand up here and be the best man at Joe's wedding, it's not just because of the friendship we have, but those that came before us. And, his grandpa Bob and my grandpa Archie were really close and people that we look at as role models our whole lives. And then for Big Joe and Joe's Uncle Tom to stand up and do this at my parents' wedding and for me to be up here gives me a lot of pride. So that's one thing I wanted to say. So that brings me to Joe. Boy, to summarize my friendship with Joe and Joe in general is not an easy task. Honestly, I don't even think you guys realize. To break it down to a 5-minute speech is not easy. So when I sat down and I started scrabbling out this 6-page, single-spaced, size 10 font, 3,600-word speech about Joe, I realized Erin might not appreciate it as much as these fellows probably would. So I'll just keep it simple. Joseph, you're the best friend a guy could have, and I don't think there's a guy here that would argue with that. You've never met a stranger and you've never had an enemy, and that's a trait I think everybody's envious of. Well, I'm done talking about Joe. That makes me pretty uncomfortable. I really don't like giving him compliments whatsoever. And more importantly, he's not my only friend getting married today. So, Erin, you look absolutely stunning, just like I know you would. Boy, Joe really outkicked his coverage, which we knew from day one, but You know, Erin, I've always thought of you like a sister. We've kind of had a special bond from day one. And, don't quit looking at me. I don't want to. But, I'd hate to take credit for this. I did introduce him. It was at a party I was throwing, or hosting, we'll say hosting. But the honest-to-God truth is I couldn't take credit for this. These guys were natural from day one, and everybody here would agree with that. I mean, you knew they were meant to be together before they were even together. And that's something so genuine, and, there's a lot of people envious of that. Not everybody gets to meet their soulmate the way you two are meant to. So with all that being said, I'd like to raise your glasses. May your troubles be less and your blessings more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. To the new Mr. and Mrs. Joe Hughes, the best friends a guy could ask for.